Friend Info Adventure Co. is an immaturely mature podcast. Content warnings can be found in the episode description. We're going to do frivolous facts with everyone at the end of the episode, and I don't really need to do a previously on because, spoiler, you're about to get an in-character one that's better than any that I would do. I'll do a little mini one and let you know Aurora is played by MystiqueSiren, Morgana is played by SpeakingLion, and Phaleon is played by Kimmy. They all just met up, killed a badass Thresher, and healed Phaleon's hummingbird, Pigeon. Now, take it away.
I will cautiously approach Euphaleon and watch Pigeon do his thing and ask, what happened to the little guy?
If I remember right, I woke up in a dark area and I tried to infuse him with fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I tried to infuse him with fire and then he just didn't go well. I'm not really sure what happened. And I don't know why I'm here or where I am.
I'm really sorry.
Thanks.
We don't really know why we're here either.
Yeah.
Just kind of met this one today, very shortly ago. We wandered into Firehaven and found some iridium drugs and found our way here. And that's really, really been it.
We partied a little hard and was able to phase walk through the vault. So here we are, and it's party because we have another our friend is back at the treaty. She's another siren. So now we got 4 of us.
There's so many of us.
Yes.
I know, a lot in one place. It's weird, but I don't know. Seems kind of fate to walk in through a vault.
Yeah. Have I been through this vault? Firehaven sounds so familiar.
Okay, outside, right? I'll give you a quick refresher. Firehaven is where you fought and killed Siphon and found Princess Consuela.
Oh.
There's Steady. Steady was the prospector type guy who minds his own business. The disciples killed everybody there type of thing.
Oh, yeah. This is a dark place.
Yeah,
Steady was not a good place.
Steady was the only survivor.
This is the bad place.
You guys kind of had indications that this does seem like a vault door, but you couldn't figure out how to get in or through it, right? So you were like, okay, put a pin in that.
So we never went through the vault. I thought that's where we killed Siphon.
Yeah, you killed her in that chamber. Remember the circles with circles and circles where circles lost meaning?
No, I don't remember that. Was that today?
Nope. That was 2 years ago type of thing.
Oh, dang.
Essentially, there were the 6 disciples, right? And that's where you guys first saw them. And then they walked through the portal.
So we're outside of... I thought Firehaven literally caught on fire and everything was destroyed.
Did the battle is that what happened? The battle of you killing the dude?
Oh, are you the siren that they said fucked everything up?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, that was Siphon, right?
You killed Siphon. The other 5 disciples left, destroyed the whole town, right?
Yeah, but we made some mistakes along the way.
Oh, no.
So...
Maybe go back to her question of were you the siren that fucked everything up?
Technically, no. So...
You know what? I think I kind of exist off technicalities, so I understand that. They seem scared of whoever did it, but no, it's pretty burnt to the ground. I mean, the buildings are absolutely about to fall apart, and the whole mine was, even the vault room, I guess, was just torched, but there's still people there. They're partying. They're fine.
I guess that's good.
They seem like they rebuilt. How long have you been in the vaults? Have you been here a while? Or did this just recently happen?
I wasn't in the vault. I was in somebody's house trying to give him a picture, a painting. Now I'm here. So
they didn't like their painting, apparently.
Or they did. Maybe that was the key. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
Calling sirens for a reason.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. There's been a lot of weird things happening. So I'm just kind of going with the flow, I guess.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Well, maybe we can help figure out what's going on. Maybe loot this corpse real quick and then maybe head back to Treaty and see if she's feels any better.
Well, do we want to explore the vault, or do you want us to help you get out of here? Because we know the way back if you need to get back to friends or anything.
Is Trudy a disciple?
I didn't really ask. I mean, she's an older woman, kind of dark hair. She's a oracle. She said she stops time
And speeds it up. That's how we got in here.
But she got you into the vaults?
I mean, we helped. Like, it was all of our powers. But yeah, she's the one outside of Firehaven who told us to head to the mines and follow that. And we, I guess in hindsight, maybe we shouldn't have, but we did, and we're here.
Sounds a little sketchy.
That's what I pulled a gun on them when I walked up and saw them. There was this annoying NPC Marbot that was absolutely babbling and we just need to get in. And I guess intuition took over. But no, she was trying to lead us here very aggressively. But I think it was just more that siren sisterhood of there's something calling us. Didn't feel malicious.
She said something was calling you?
Yeah.
Something was honestly calling all of us. We all ended up at the front gate coming from 3 different directions.
I'm getting a vibe here. You can tell me if I'm right or wrong. Maybe you have reason, some insight into not necessarily trusting that.
Yeah, so like the last time I was here, Firehaven, specifically in the little tunnels in the mine, there were some shady siren people and they like disappeared through a portal. Was it a portal? I don't know, some glowing thing. They just left. And we're like supposed to find them and like get rid of them.
Well, we can lead you to her. If she's still there, I mean, I don't think she could have left without us. I'm the one who walked us through here, but she's just at the entrance back there with the statues of the things.
I'm like a little nervous. Is it Nettie? It's not Nettie. She back?
Her name's Treaty?
That's the name she told us.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was afraid to go into the group with everyone.
Yeah.
There's like a real easy way for you to tell if she's a disciple or not. Do you remember it at all?
No, obviously not.
Roll me an insight.
6.
Yeah, you don't remember.
She's a halfling woman. The short curly hair. She has this like bluish grayish siren tattoo.
I'm like the worst one at remembering things.
Oh, yeah, I mean, maybe with that siren tattoo thing, can you remember anything about disciples and their tattoos?
Are they different?
I'm assuming yes.
Okay, should I just tell you? Because I feel,
Yes,
do you think
please.
Phaleon would know?
She would know, but I don't know.
Okay, yeah. Honestly, it's been so long since you've come across one. The disciples only have the tattoo on the back of their hand. One hand.
No, she had full. Didn't she have full tattoos?
We talked to the back of her neck. I know. Yeah.
Yeah, because we saw it on the back of her neck. Morgana, that's where you came up onto her
With the
because you
gun.
pulled the gun on her.
Yeah.
So you couldn't see her hands or anything. You only saw the back of her neck, and that's where her tattoo was. So doesn't seem like she's a disciple if that's how you tell what a disciple is.
Okay, I'm good at talking. I can go try to get what's something I'm gonna need to like watch out for. I can maybe go talk to her. We can recon. That way you don't have to see her if it is something bad, but I can maybe try to suss it out.
I'm trying to think. I don't know. It was so long ago.
It is pretty suspicious thinking about. I was very high, so please forgive my indiscretion here. But we were offered a tour by the really, really boisterous Southern man in there with all the drugs, and she was very much okay not getting a tour. She was like, no, I know where we're going, let's just go to the mines. Like it felt like she had been here before in that regard. She didn't seem interested,
And she didn't want to stop.
yeah, she didn't want to stop, and she didn't feel interested in seeing really what was going on.
But she didn't go into the actual vault with you guys?
She did. She
No, she
just
did.
stayed. She's over by. Would I know these are Iridian statues, or do you call them something different in lore? Before I keep.
You know what?
just calling them
Actually,
things?
that's a really good point because you have history.
Yeah.
I won't even make you roll because you have the pluses on that. So
Yeah.
And Iridians are kind of a niche thing, but I think you would
If
know.
she was like studying for that as a siren, I feel like she would like, yeah, but if it was forbidden knowledge, then I wasn't just going to call him that, but I was.
No, yeah, because there's like Iridian artifacts we've talked about somewhat, like never like too big into. So
Explicit, but just like, okay.
yeah, you can call him Iridium.
Great. We phased through the vault, and there are these massive Iridian statues, and she said that she needed to, kind of sleep and rest and keep a hold of the time warp that she was really doing that helped us get in here while we came to explore. Like, she didn't want to come in and check anything out. She just wanted to rest so we could still find a way back out.
So maybe we go back and try and figure out more information about this.
Halfling.
What's her name? Tree name?
Treaty.
Treaty. And then, yeah, we can get more drugs. Well, you guys can get more drugs and I'll get maybe something to go.
No, it's not. That's not priority of the vault. Listen, if vaults are real, my goal, I just think it's cool. I think it's cool from a scholar perspective that if these exist, that there are some iridium drugs that make siren powers kind of fucking awesome. I think that's just cool to know.
Wait, I'm like pretty sure I did these drugs and I was like super powerful.
Maybe that's why you don't remember
Yeah.
anything.
That makes sense now. I think I touched a rock or something.
Roll insight. I'll clarify something for you if you want.
16.
Oh, yeah, okay. So you can remember Iridium Cane. You took it in episode 2. Remember you threw the grenades down in there was the factory where they were like sewing Iridium Cane into clothing.
Oh, and I got fucked up.
Yeah.
I want that.
That stuff, though, was way more white. Like, it maybe had like a little bit of iridium in it, a tiny bit, because it was like cut with just like other stuff. So you saw colors, right?
Yeah.
But you didn't get powerful off of that stuff. So it like sounds a little different than what they're talking about. But you also I'm pretty sure Steady showed you his stash, like what he makes. And so it's more that like pure Iridium Cane, like it's more like 80-90% iridium as opposed to like 5% iridium, right?
Yeah, but didn't I touch one of the statues?
Not statues. There was a cluster of iridium and you touched it. You infused Pigeon and you were like insanely powerful.
Yeah, and I killed her.
Yes. Yeah, you killed Siphon with that. So with that insight, I just wanted to remind you of that. Like you've been high on a sort of Iridium Cane, but not the same stuff as them.
Not the pure stuff.
Yeah, not the good stuff.
Yeah. So we loot the dead body, right?
Yeah.
And then go back and find Treaty. Maybe do you want to like maybe stay like a little bit further back from us to kind of like get a feel for maybe?
Yeah, because maybe she'd recognize me. Maybe I'd recognize her. I'm not really sure. So yeah, like I'll hang back a little bit.
Better to be safe than sorry, like you don't.
She's loud. I'm a talker. We got this. So you can be subtle and come in when you want to come in.
Okay. And then like look carefully at the back of her hand.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, because those ones on the back of her neck could be fake.
That's true.
We didn't look at them that closely. We just assumed she was a siren, which I mean, she had powers. Do disciples have powers?
Yes.
You fought 2 of
I'm
them.
going to say yes.
Yes. Okay. All right.
It's been a long day.
Is there any specific thing to look for on the back of her hand? Like, say she's like covered and we can only see the back of her hand. Is there a specific design or anything that we have to look for or anything?
Circle. Is that right? Circle.
But not a normal siren tattoo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely not normal.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get to it.
Okay. Lost style. Oh, no, just Lord of the Rings style montage of, scenery. You guys just, really, it's just you guys walking through trees. What?
Whoa.
You
the
always
loot.
forget the body.
Oh, shoot. The loot. The loot. Sorry. Yep.
Yeah.
You are right. You can like grab the loot and then we can roll it after
We'll roll
or
it later. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That works.
So you guys collect your loot. We'll roll for that later. But you also, 2 of you, the lower level ones, leveled up. Woo! So Morgana gained 7 to her max health and put a point in Quicksilver, as well as got +1 to melee damage. And then Aurora got +5 to her max health, 1 more point in Sweet Release. So now you do 2d4 and 2 orbs, and then got +1 to her elemental damage. Ta-da! Level up. Bling! Yeah, loot we'll roll later. But you did get some sweet loot. I am sure of that. Because badasses give out sweet loot, right?
We all know
Mhm.
Threshers are just packing with guns and shields and all the goodies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. In fact, just right now, I would say it probably gave you guys grenades. So anybody who used a grenade, you can refill your grenade to max. So you guys finish looting, leveling up. You head back through the trees, back towards where you left Treaty, and you get back to the temple, the Iridian temple. You know that. Your history knowledge, bravo. And the two of you are walking in first, and then Phalion's staying behind. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
You get in there, and Treaty is now up and moving and kind of like examining things and looking at like the statues or like writing on the wall, things like that. She's so involved in it, she doesn't necessarily hear you guys come in.
How close are we?
Yeah, like 14, 15 squares away.
I mean, I don't think we should sneak. She might see we're up to something. I think we should just act normal and walk up to her, talk to her normal, tell her what just happened and all that stuff. And before we tell her we met someone, we can maybe try to look at her, her hands, take her off guard, and make sure the back of her, is it just one hand? I can't remember. It was one hand or both hands, or just one hand?
Yeah, it would just be one hand.
Just walk up to her, normal.
Yep. Yeah, I'll follow.
Really, really look at her hands and just see if we can see any other siren tattoos. Maybe if I'm looking at her hand, you can kind of step to the side and maybe look at her neck to maybe take a closer look and see if it's maybe painted on or something. I don't know. I'm throwing stuff out there.
Yeah, no, I'll come close. I'll vibe. Yeah.
Vibe. Okay. Would I need to do insight or?
I think if you're looking for the hand, like the tattoo on the hand, we'll just do a search check. If you're trying to check if it's real or if it's painted on, then it would be insight.
So I'll roll for a search to look at her hand and see if I can see what I see. I got a 16.
She's examining the wall, right? She's examining the writing and stuff. And as she's touching stuff, you see that she's got these white gloves on as to not damage it.
Okay. Of course.
She still hasn't. Well, actually, I'll roll to hear to see if she. Yeah, no, she doesn't know you guys are there yet.
Do we both want to see if we can figure out if her tattoos are painted on or on her neck? Because we could see those.
I was like, yeah, looking now, do I still see the ones on her neck, or can I see any peeking out from anywhere else on the side of her body?
Yeah, I would say she's facing away from you both. Her hands are kind of examining things, so her left arm would be a little obscured, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's examining things and her arm is moving, so it's a little harder to see on her arm, but you can see the one on the back of her neck. You probably need to get a little closer, in which case I'll just roll her kind of insight to see if she hears you coming.
Okay.
Okay, well, she rolled an 18, so she definitely heard you guys.
She didn't notice.
Okay.
She gets a little startled, turns around. Oh, you guys are back. This is so fascinating here. I've been just studying these Iridian runes, right? Ruins? It's weird to say. I'm just so excited. She seems so much more peppy than you saw her before. What did you find out there?
Honestly, not much. Just a thresher right now. We came back to check on you.
It was an epic battle.
There was a mushroom,
I must say.
A very large mushroom.
Mushroom with green, blistery looking things on them. And it, I decided not to touch it. I wanted to really badly, though. So
you didn't eat it either?
No. We were already high.
Do you want to go eat the mushroom?
A little bit. Yeah, I love, I'm a vegetarian, so that sounds kind of good to me. I love eating mushrooms.
It was a bit rough. I didn't really want to get too close to it or touch it too much, but it was a bit rough to the touch. So I don't know. But anyways, nothing more. Stop about the mushrooms. What have you been doing? You're examining whatever these things are. Have you found anything out?
Yeah, I mean, at first I thought that while she's talking, roll an insight, because you can see her left arm at this point, right? She's facing you.
I got a 12.
I got a 3.
Morgana, you think that they're painted on.
Okay.
What'd you get, Aurora?
I got a 12.
A 12. Okay, so you feel fairly confident that they're not painted on.
Okay.
So yeah, you asked her like what she found there, and she's like, okay, so like initially I thought that these were like just statues, and like normally when they build statues, they like it's like mounted to they like carve it out of the stone and they keep it like attached at the base, but these aren't attached. They're like a separate thing. They seem kind of different than like they're not statues. I don't know. Maybe they are statues, but it seems weird that it's holding like a real staff, and this seems like a legit Iridian artifact, but it's in its hand, like it's clasping in its hand, just crazy. There's like a couple of them throughout this temple. There's some writings in places. I can't read any of it. Not very many people can read Iridian writings.
Oh, you seem to just know a lot about Iridian artifacts and stuff. Were you studying it, or is this like new?
No, yeah, like I love Iridian stuff. I study this kind of stuff. I go around to dig sites, and I'm very peculiar about it. Like people will hire me and they get a little annoyed with me because it's like I want to preserve nature as much as possible, but they sometimes don't care as much about nature. So it's like, you can't dig in certain places because there's a tree here and this tree's been here forever, and you can't disrupt that because then you disrupt the life that's around the tree, that kind of thing, so it's very hard when you're examining ancient things to not also disrupt.
While she's having this fit about disrupting, she's gonna go up with her gloveless hands to go try to touch the statue, just to kind of see what she does, but also just to like, kind of look at it, just trace it, touch it, see what happens.
Yeah, okay. Roll insight.
Not one, doesn't matter. All of these dice are betraying me today.
Yeah, you go to touch it. Where are you touching it? It's not a pedestal, kind of like on a little bit of a platform that it's standing on.
How tall is it? I imagine it really tall, but is it shorter?
It would be like the platform kind of goes to about your waist, and then it's standing there. So, like legs are right in front of you, essentially.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I was picturing. Yeah. So yeah, just gonna touch like the leg, like the side of the leg of it. Yeah. Just feel the stone.
You touch it, and for a second you think that you can feel it move or something.
We love being an idiot. It's my face. She'll flinch away from it a little bit, a little cautiously, and look up at it. Is that the gloves? Are you afraid of waking it, or is it just preservation, or the
preservation, right? Like you don't want to. I mean, you just touched that.
I did.
You shouldn't really do that because like the oils on your fingers can kind of erode at some things and destroy things. So like we just want to be like as neutral as possible.
Well, I'm a historian. I went to school for it. Could I borrow the gloves and check it out? I like feel like I'd be able to feel less careful with it.
She looks at her hands and then your hands, and she's a halfling.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, I don't think these will fit you.
They might. I can be creative. I can just like use it like a napkin. Yeah.
It's a good point. Roll me a talk check.
Okay, that one is a 16. I'm +5 talk. Yeah, 16.
She's, oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, like just pinch it in your hand so that you grab. Yeah, she instantly takes them off and hands them to you.
Can I see her left hand? The back of her left hand.
When she hands them to you, right? Like she's not putting them face down. Like her palm is face up because she's handing it to you. That's the more natural way to hand something.
I didn't know if she was right or left-handed. It's a choice.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take the gloves from her hand, and then I will eye to Aurora to like look, but then I'll go around and pretend I'm afraid to touch it since I thought it moved, but I think go around just like cautiously, like little parts of it with a little napkin version of the gloves, like a little crab.
And I will kind of try to maneuver myself, maybe even like oh, I gotta tie my shoe, like check my shoe or something, right? So like I can kind of get down to be able to look up a little bit better to maybe see her hand. Okay,
yeah, roll search check, and I'll give you an additional +1 to it just because of.
It's not gonna matter.
So now one.
I got a 2, so I got a 5. So with an additional 1, I got 6.
You go down to like tie your shoe and realize like, oh yeah, my shoe's actually untied. So you get a little distracted with that.
While I'm examining, I'll just talk to her and pretend examine and just say, so how did you even end up in front of Firehaven? Are we at? Like, did you know about this, or were you the one who called us here, or did you happen to be passing by and feel it too?
Yeah, I mean, I felt it. I wasn't that far away from it. because I like to go and examine these things. And there were rumors of the vault there anyways. And then it just started calling to me as I got closer.
I think it's just convenient all of us ended up in the same area at the same time. I don't know. Maybe I'm just paranoid.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's interesting because there's 3 of us, and it took 3 of us to open the vault, and the vault keys are in 3 pieces. Why did the vault call us here? You know, like, were we supposed to get something and like bring it back? Are we not supposed to go back through? There's no vault monster. Supposedly all the legends have vault monsters. Like, I just don't get it.
I will come when I'm done with the gloves of our talk and extend them like this. Just in my palm for her to take back. Just, yeah,
Okay.
Here you go. Yeah. Thank you for letting me borrow these. Yeah.
She takes both of her hands, grabs them, and the backs of her hands are face up because of the way you handed it to her. Grabs them both and then like looks at them and thinks about putting them back on, but puts them back in her pockets. And she doesn't have circle tattoos.
Normal tattoos like our
Okay.
tattoos or?
Yeah, just normal tattoos like you guys.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All that
All right,
work.
so-
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah, I know.
All that work, and I was like, this is gonna
All
be
that
fine.
fail.
And I just need her to not be fucking paranoid.
Yeah.
Yeah, or I think I heard something. Hold on one second. You guys do that, and I'll go back to Phaleon just to be like, kind of like, hey, so I'm not just like, yo, she's fine, come out, but like be more subtle about it and go over to where I thought she was hiding to be like finger guns a little bit, like we're good.
Oh yeah. So by the way, we sorry, we forgot to mention all the excitement we were telling you about the thresher, and you were telling us about the statues. We found another siren.
Oh,
She was getting her bird. She has bird, and like it's back in the tree. So we came ahead to see how you were, and I think it's what Morgana went to go check on. So yeah. So she's cool. She helped us. I healed her bird, and we're all friends now. So yeah.
that sounds great. And it sounds maybe like what our purpose might have been here. I don't know why you didn't lead with that. That's very exciting. That seems, fighting something. I never really approve of like killing living things, but finding something living and bringing something living back here seems like a good thing. So like, yeah. Okay. Well, that was weird. Next time lead with finding a siren if we have 3. It's
Yeah,
fine.
I'm sorry. I just get excited about loot and things and yeah.
Okay, well, on that note, I did find, while searching around, you guys were being forthcoming about it, but I did find some iridium as well in a couple of places around here, just sort of like hidden or kind of lying around, really.
Drugs? More drugs?
No, not drugs. This is like pure iridium.
Oh, like the good stuff.
Yeah, and she pulls out these little stones, and she has like 3 purple stones. They're pretty. They're like round. Like as if you like ran a rock through a gem polisher.
Instinctively, as Aurora would do, she would just be like so excited and just like reach for one of them.
Ooh, okay. Roll a speed check.
Ooh, okay.
Oh my goodness, it's going to be hard to fail because she got a 3.
So do I add on to what is on my sheet too, right?
Yeah, unless you got a 1.
No, I got a 2, and so I get a 4.
Nice.
Oh, okay. All right. Perfect. Well, I would say that's more of a tie because she has a modifier as well.
Okay.
But I rolled a 3. So let's, you go to do it and she you both rolled so low. Like when you go to grab it, she drops it and they like fall onto the ground. They're just 3 stones and they scatter. Oh no. Oh, you could have just asked. I would have given you one. There's 3 of them. There's 4 of us now.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I just got so excited. I like shiny things.
I get it.
And yeah, I'm sorry. I should have asked. I just get really excited.
I would have, a lot more.
Here, I've been down to pick them up for her
Oh, thank you. Are you guys walking in?
in this shit show.
Yeah, I'll walk in. I mean, I've already been announced, so might as well.
You could
Yeah.
we're hallucinating. Literally no idea. Literally no idea what she's talking about. Oh my gosh.
So you walk in, you see Treaty. She's this halfling, grayish blue siren tattoos. You don't recognize her.
Hi, I'm Phaleon.
Hi, I'm Treaty. Nice to meet you. did you? I was so excited. Now I am a little less excited. We were I thought that we
Wait,
were.
what? Like you're not excited
No,
that I'm here?
I'm really excited that you're here, but I thought that we might have been the first ones to travel through a vault. But you're here, so you must have traveled through a vault.
I don't think I did.
What? Like, where are you from? Are you from here?
No.
One of the most complicated questions.
Lives
for
in
you.
the vault. She's a
No.
vault dweller.
I don't live here.
Okay, like, do you live in Alaspis?
Yes, I do.
Okay, yeah. Well, then how did you get here? Like, we got here by going through a vault.
I got here by touching a painting. No, I didn't touch it. Did I touch it? No, I was in a room with a painting. And now I'm here.
I feel like you're leaving things out, but I will respect that if you don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, you're right. I don't want to talk about it. So
Okay, all right. I respect that.
I'm just here.
We don't need a trauma dump. It's fine. We're just, lost in a vault potentially, or off to maybe our purpose was to find each other, help you get out. I really don't know. But we don't need to talk about it. We don't need to talk about it.
I mean, do we want to like examine these ruins more, or do you guys like want to leave?
Are we like in the vault or are we in the tunnels right now?
We're still in it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Treaty's like, well, I don't know what you mean tunnels. Like, we took tunnels to get to the vault. We went through the vault, and now we're here. Was that trauma dumping? I don't think it was trauma dumping. It was like the opposite.
I think that's just explaining what happened. You're
Okay.
talking about the logistics. You're fine. You're fine. Trauma dumping would be if I wanted to start talking about like my father and when I dropped out of school and all this stuff that happened. But like, we don't have time for that because we don't have drugs or alcohol for that. And there's no point.
You're right. Okay, I understand now. Cool.
We don't need to talk about my father in the vault, is what I'm saying.
It sounds like you kind of want to talk about your father.
No, guys, I know you just met me. Please know I never want to talk about my father. If I start talking about my father, know that I really don't want to talk about my father.
Right. Okay. But like, how did he feel when you dropped out?
Oh, it wasn't good. It wasn't. It's, you know what? Why are we talking about? Do you want to talk about your father? Does someone want to talk about their father? No? Good. Then none of us want to talk about our fathers. So why are we talking about this? Do we want to stay in the vault?
No, like there's nothing in here, right?
Well,
Did we explore everything?
Isn't the legend that there's like loot and stuff?
Yeah. I mean, that's the legend, right? Loot. That's the big draw.
I feel like I care more about the knowledge in a vault than the actual loot in a vault. But we know how to get in here.
Wait.
You can take all the loot. I like some of the loot. I just think if there's knowledge locked behind these magical, mystical means that only some people are able to get, or that we magically were able to get through, then there has to be more of that behind there, which could lead to more vaults and more answers, which is interesting. Like, that's something no one's discovered before, or at least written down before, right? And so if we've gone through it once, couldn't we theoretically get through it again? Especially with 4 of us.
It's a good point.
Yeah. I mean, we're all powerful, we can hold our own. I mean, with all 4 of us together, I think there's really nothing that can stop us in here. I mean, I hope, and not anyways. I say let's go look for more loot. I mean, knowledge.
I will turn to Phaleon for a moment and be like, are you looking for people, or if you don't know how you got here, do people you're trying to get back to, maybe would someone be looking for you?
I don't know if they'd be looking for me, to be honest.
Okay. Again, we don't need to talk about it. I totally respect the boundary you're putting up, and I acknowledge your circumstances. We should, let's look for stuff.
Yeah, let's just look in and like see what happens.
Treaty's just like, that was so close to trauma dumping, right?
Morgana just trying to get out of the conversation will just lead somewhere. Be like, this is the other direction from where they came, past the mushroom, like just like the other way. Try to find something. Just, it's fine.
Aurora's already like on her way.
Yeah, she's just like, I'm making this conversation worse. We're going.
Are you guys like leaving the temple, or are you searching inside the temple?
Yeah, I want to search inside the temple, but if we would like to start out, work way back, that's fine as well.
Go ahead. Everybody can roll search checks.
Ooh. I got me a dirty 20.
Hell yeah. Yeah. I got a 13.
I'm going to search with Pigeon for 16.
Morgana, you're searching. You're mainly looking for like historical type stuff, right? Like you're more interested in like writings or relics and things like
maps, relics, information. Yeah. Power sources, things like that.
Yeah, I think that you find something and you can decide what it is, like some sort of Iridian artifact.
Okay.
Of like low to mid importance type of thing.
I think it's going to be something that they played music on. That's literally like not relevant to like things, but it's one of those cool things to try, like finding like a record player for the first time, but not. So whatever xylophone or any type of musical thing like that, where it's cool, but it's not exactly insightful into like forbidden future knowledge bullshit.
Yeah, not like an instrument, but like an actual plate. Like
something that would like have recorded, like either that's how they had the sheet music, or it would have played music, or it's how they would have like their version of a Walkman, their version of a record player, their version of a little like wind up little thing, something like that.
Yeah. What do you think Iridians would listen to? What does that sound like?
I think it's a awful mixture of like the smooth jazz at like a Christmas party, but then like also like string orchestra. Like it's like that weird tug and pull where it's kind of like the more you listen to it, it's fine. And then there's a really random like, what the fuck is this? Why do people no one listens to this unless it's background on party you're trying to ignore. But then there's like the little, it's like smooth, it's the strings, you know, it's comforting in that weird way. So I think it's like a jazzy orchestra, yeah, we'll say, without horns, yeah.
I dig it. So you find that, and then let's see, Phaleon, what were you looking for?
I don't feel like I have like a clear thing that I'm looking for. I'm just kind of like, feel like I'm just passing time. I'm just here.
Yeah, I totally get that. You're like walking around, just kind of looking, browsing, you know, not here to buy. You see on a plate, almost like a display plate, there's actually like a small cluster of iridium. It's probably about the size of your fist.
I'm going to try and just take it with no one looking.
Okay, roll a sneak.
At 15.
Okay, just give me D20s, both of you, with no bonus.
6, baby. I don't see anything.
Yeah, you didn't see shit.
8.
Hell
you
yeah.
didn't see shit either. Oh, you know what? But I will roll. Oh, nat 1.
Oh, yeah. None of us saw shit, baby. Sneakiest sneak.
Yep. So yeah, you successfully take it. Nobody saw.
Nice.
Maybe Pigeon saw.
Pigeon knows.
Pigeon knows, yeah.
Pigeon was like looking around like, now's the time.
Pigeon helped.
Aurora, with your dirty 20, you were looking for loot, right?
Yeah, that's what I wanted. I want loot. Anything shiny and loot like.
You see this silver ball that's kind of on top of this. It almost looks like a table, but it's kind of got like slats in the table. And this silver ball is like dead center on it.
Okay. Is it like you said slats? So like almost like boards on the below it, underneath it?
They're stone slats. But yeah, like kind of like a fence, but they're almost alternating, like where one's low, one's high, one's low, one's high.
Yeah. Can I look at it a little bit closer?
Yeah, you can. Are you trying to insight like what it might be or search?
Yeah. Like kind of like make sure I'm not going to like set off a trap type thing.
Gotcha. Yeah, roll an insight.
Yeah. Nat 20.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, with a nat 20, you can tell that touching the ball and like it looks like it would rotate, that you couldn't actually lift it up, would maybe activate it, and that this looks like it could be like a chest that holds things. But you also see that there does appear to sort of be like sensors or something, you know, like there's something kind of magical about it, or technological, or whatever it is, that looks like it might have a reaction when opened.
I think because everybody's found their little items and stuff, I think what I would do is I'd probably be like, hey guys, like I found something over here. Looks like it might be loot, or it could be knowledge. You better come over and check.
I know I'm being fucked with, but I'll come over because I got my little record thingy.
I'll come over, yeah.
Treaty comes over excitedly. Treaty is so excited, she will roll to see if she's just going to go for it.
Oh, God.
She rolled very low, so she's going for it. So she's so excited, and like she sees the silver ball and is like, oh,
Can I like
whoa.
put my leg out to try and trip her?
Yeah, go ahead.
What do I need to roll?
Just give me like a interact.
14.
I'm going to do a traverse, but she doesn't have anything. What'd you roll?
14.
Literally rolled a 15.
Can we also try?
Yes, you can.
Can I phase lock her?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you can phase lock her.
Okay, so if I would have thought that this should be touched immediately, I would have done it myself. So Aurora phase locks Treaty and is like, bitch, what you doing?
Pops up in the phase lock. She's, whoa, okay. What's this now? I think knowledge, you said.
Yeah, but we don't want to just immediately touch it because I examined it. I wanted your guys' opinion. I wanted to make sure that we weren't going to trigger something like a trap or, our deaths, we should maybe take it slow here. I know that's not my style, but I think it's best for everyone here if we maybe take it a little slow on this.
Okay.
And Aurora just lets her down slowly.
All right, let's
gently.
Thank you. You were right to phase lock me. I get it. I understand. My bad. I just got really excited.
I understand.
She had her gloves on and everything. She was so ready to touch it.
She's very forgiving.
It's my excitement. She's just like, oh, I can't be mad at her.
Yeah, literally.
Roll insight, everybody.
Oh, wow. I got a 6.
10.
Finally roll something decent, maybe. 18, unless it's history.
Yeah, I think you're the only one to notice. Everybody else is kind of looking at the chest. It's almost like history for you because you touched the leg of this statue, kind of looking around, browsing, and you look around the room and then you do a second take, like a double take where that statue was because it's not there anymore.
Oh, no.
Excuse me?
I will kind of snap for everyone's attention and be, hold the fuck on. And I'll point to the statue, try to get the direction, but I want to do a sweep around with my eyes and I don't want to move. Very Weeping Angel-esque right now. Don't move. It's fine. And just, that thing's fucking gone.
What? Wait, what's gone?
The statue of the Iridian back there is gone.
Aurora slowly turns to look and sees that it is not there anymore. Okay, what do we do? Treaty? You were, what do we do?
I don't, we know about Iridians and Guardians, sort of. Those are all part of the legends and stuff. And we have artifacts, but I don't know. Never heard about a living one or anything moving. It's is it alive? Does anyone see it?
If it's moved, I'm guessing it's alive.
Makes sense.
It's fair. That's a good point.
And just imagining the statues and the living statues. And he's just moving around the room.
Literally.
He's got a kazoo in his mouth. And it's just
Do I see it anywhere if I look around? Spin around.
Roll a search check.
With my -1 of 15.
You're looking around the room. You're looking at eye level. Something above catches your eye and you look up. There it is. Bluish purple wings of energy. It's holding its staff. It looks aggressive and it's looking at Aurora and it's ready to attack.
Wanna come here? Get away from the get away from the loop. Yeah, get away from the loop.
Middle of the episode, I'll try to make this quick. So thank you, Nerdvana Games, for making the Bunkers and Badasses sourcebook. It's amazing. We love using it. We love this game. Obviously, we're 68 episodes in, so you can go and check it out on nerdvanagames.com. Thank you to Kyle and Shar. I'm so sorry I forgot to thank you last time. They do a lot of the amazing music that's in our show. So thank you to both of them. You can check them out on their YouTubes at Shar XIII, Shar13, and Mecha Mac Music or D Scythe Pilot for Kyle's. And Kyle's the one that does our theme song, Vault Hunter, that plays at the end of every episode. And then finally, thank you to our sponsor, Zencastr. If you want to record and or start a podcast, Zencastr is the place to do it. We record all of our episodes using it. It cleans up the audio quality and has some great editing tools. You can also host your podcast on there so they can distribute your episodes to all the podcatchers out there and give you analytics on how your show is doing. If you do decide to use Zencastr, you can find a link in our episode description that will give us a little kickback for it. That's all for now, so enjoy the rest of the episode.
slowly take steps back away from the shiny orb. And as I keep my eyes on the Iridian in hopes that maybe calms it down a little bit.
It follows you, eye line looking at you, those creepy like mask-like faces, and then give me insight. Everybody can roll insight.
3.
7.
4.
Okay, 3 of you totally clueless, but Treaty rolled a 19.
Yay,
Oof,
Treaty.
thank God for Treaty.
Yeah, so she goes, guys, you can see her motioning a little bit to the right, and you look over there, and there's another one that has come into the room and is looking towards Aurora.
What did you do?
I didn't even touch
You
it.
tried to.
I phased.
Yeah.
I mean, I was protecting it, though. I phase locked Treaty to keep her from touching it.
If I kind of like step in front of Aurora a little bit and just kind of try to talk, does it seem like they understand me if I say, we're not here to take anything, we don't mean any harm? Does it seem like they are listening at all or able to process or understand me?
Roll an insight.
Those have been great for me right now. 14.
It doesn't seem to really like react to what you're saying, but you get the sense that there is kind of like a connection amongst that one and the one to the right. Oh, hey, and also the one to your left.
So there's 3 of them now.
Yeah.
And then with all 3 of them there, they start to like move closer
To me still.
towards you. Staffs at the ready. They kind of point it towards, and then the one in the front raises its spear and quickly dives towards you.
To me.
Yeah, towards Aurora.
Okay, so I dodge, like slide out of the way. Can I slide out of the way?
Oh,
Is that-
using that
yeah?
bonus. Okay, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can I slide
go ahead
out
and
of
do
the
your
way?
slide traverse check.
8.
You do slide, and you're going to take some reduced damage, I think, as you move away from it, and it takes its swing, but you don't quite slide low enough, I guess. You pressed B too late.
Dang.
You take 4 points of damage to your shield as it swings and just barely gets you. And then I think at this point, roll initiative.
Hell yeah.
Dirty 20.
8 with my bonus.
I got a nat 20, so
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
24 total.
Phaleon, you get to kick this off with your nat 20.
Like, I don't want to infuse Pigeon because that's what made them mad in the first place, right?
Yeah, I think the powers were a problem, but also we're already in initiative unless we want to try to disengage at all.
Where am I in relation to them?
They're to your left, straight in front of you. This one's pretty close to you now, the like center one, because it was diving at Aurora. And then there's one to the right.
Okay, I'll just aim for the centermost one.
Okay.
I will shoot it with my crappy, not my crappy sniper. Yeah, the crappy sniper. Oh, shit.
Would you roll a nat 1?
Close, a 2.
Oh, well, that's not nat 1. You're good.
I mean, it's the lowest tier.
Yeah. Oh, which is essentially a nat 1.
So what do I do?
You just miss.
Okay. It's just gonna look like an idiot in front of these new people.
I think we're all caught off guard. You know, it's a lot going on.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be totally understandable.
Okay. So I just miss. I just miss. Sorry, guys.
It's okay. I miss all the time when I shoot snipers.
This is like never happens. I don't even know. I don't know if I've ever had this happen before.
It's also really late. There's a lot going on. It's all good. I rolled so bad today. Like it's been awful all day. So I feel
Yeah. So okay. So you shoot, you miss with your 2 accuracy.
Because I can also move, right?
Yeah, you can move.
Is there like a pillar I could just hide behind?
Yeah, absolutely. There's things like that. So you can take cover.
Yeah, it's mostly like out of embarrassment, but also to get out of the way.
And hiding behind cover gives like a -3 to their accuracy. So that's going to help you if they attack
Okay.
you. So Pigeon also gets his attack.
No.
No, okay. He's a little too like, I'm going to hold off on this.
Yeah.
Do you want to do your grenade as well? You can do that. It doesn't give me mayhem or anything.
No. Nope. I'm done.
Well, then with that, it is Aurora's turn.
I'm beginning to think that because I used my powers, it aggroed them because they were only looking at me. I was close to the little ball thingy. Everything was fine. Even Treaty was like super close to even touching it. So I don't think they're protecting it. Oof.
Go open it if you want to open it.
I do. Because it could be something we could use against them. Yeah?
I mean, they're already here. Might as well.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it. I'm going to use my turn to move over to the pedestal. I'm going to grab or whatever and hope and pray that there's something in there or it does something to help us.
Yeah, you twist that and it, like it opens up all fancy, like those slats like line up and flip around and reveal what's inside. And there's a gun in there and it looks a little bit weird. It's an SMG.
You said it looks weird.
Yeah, like it's almost more rock-like in its structure.
Okay, so almost as they are rock.
Yeah, very similar to their bodies.
All right, Aurora grabs the SMG, feels kind of almost weird in her hands, not anything like she's ever, felt before. And she turns quickly to the closest Iridian and opens fire.
You're kind of split between like the left and the center one at this point.
Okay, let's protect Morgana and shoot the center one.
Okay.
I got 11, so a 12.
Okay, roll 3d4.
3, 1.
7. And go ahead and add your damage modifier.
Oh, 2?
2. Okay. So 9 damage.
Yeah.
You shoot at it, you deal that 9 damage to it, but also, so weird, when you pull that trigger, you feel almost like your siren abilities activate somewhat, and you shoot it, and this thing kind of phase locks. Like you somewhat phase locked this guardian.
Okay.
But it's not like a full phase lock. Like it can't move, but it does have its like arm is out of there and it's functioning outside of the bubble.
Interesting. So does the gun just allow me to hold it in that phase lock?
So you shot it and it felt very much like a normal SMG as far as like shooting it, but it's like when the bullets impacted it, it's like
it went up in a phase
locked a little bit. Yeah. It's like a mini phase lock.
Okay.
You get the sense that it might not last as long as a normal phase lock.
Okay. Well, how much can I do? Like, I don't, that's...
you can do another grenade, or you could do a grenade. You could do an extra attack if you wanted to give me mayhem. You already moved, so I would say moving's probably out.
So I could do another attack and use my screamy gun, a pistol.
Deafening pistol.
Yeah, shoot the one that is phase locked and hope that it stays phase locked.
Perfect. Go for it.
Aurora switches to her deafening pistol with a 19 accuracy and it hits for 22 damage. How much of that was shock?
All of it.
Yeah, 22 hits of shock damage to the Guardian.
Sure enough, you hit with that shock damage and you can tell it does much more damage. 44 points of damage, and that thing just like disintegrates into this shock dissipation.
Okay, so at that point, I'm done.
Unless you want to do a grenade.
I mean, yeah, might as well. I mean, they'll still do damage to them.
Yeah.
I took out the center one.
Yeah, so now there's like the left and the right one.
Are those far enough away from everybody that anybody's gonna get splash damage?
Yeah, they're safe.
I pull out my Ashen Uncommon Double Explosive and throw it at the left one.
Go ahead and roll that damage.
6.
Okay, so the first time it explodes and it deals 6 damage, and then it pushes them back. So this next time it's only going to do splash damage because it's not in the same square anymore. So you roll it and then half it.
4.
So 10 damage total between both grenades.
I'm done.
Okay, the Guardians are going to attack. The one on the left, the one that you just attacked, is going to retaliate. You see it with its staff or spear, as I described it. So it's more like a staff with like a round blade on the edge, right? Anyway, it aims that at you, and then this blue energy shoots out of it. It's not shock, it's just energy. And it does 20 damage. I rolled a nat 20, so it dealt double damage.
Okay, which that just takes my shield down to 6.
And then the one on the right, it dives towards the party and it slashes at Treaty, and Treaty takes 13 points of damage. And now it is Morgana's turn. The one on the left is probably like 4 or 5 squares away from you. The one on the right is a little bit closer, like 3 or 4 squares away.
Okay, we'll go ahead and shotgun the one that Aurora was working on. Yeah, the one that was closest. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you're shooting at the injured one.
Yeah, it was a 9 to hit and 15 damage.
Yeah, you hit it. It's still standing.
Is it looking rough at all, or is it just
Kind of rough-ish. You could insight it, actually.
okay? 12 for insight.
Okay, yeah, like a little more than halfway dead.
Okay, cool. We'll throw a nade at it and retreat back my movement. That is a 7, so no. Do I add the damage modifier with that?
Yeah, go ahead.
10 points of damage on my common refund grenade.
Okay. Yeah, it's very close to dead now, right? So, and then you retreat back.
Yeah, I'll retreat back. Give it some space.
Treaty is going to attack that same one. She pulls out a pistol and shoots at it. Does 8 points of damage, which is enough to finish it off.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
So 2 out of 3 of the Guardians gone. And then it's back around to Phaleon.
Okay, well, guess I'll just make it mad. I'm going to infuse Pigeon with shock.
Go for it.
So I infuse Pigeon with shock for 10 points of damage. Wait, do I double it? Wait, do I triple it?
You triple it.
So 30?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Let's go. And it's shock too.
Morgana thinks that's really hot.
Yeah. So when Phaleon infuses Pigeon, she like grasps her fist, and then her siren tattoos light up. Then Pigeon just starts like almost like he's electrocuted, but he's not. He's just like infused with.
It's just like sparking.
Yeah, just sparking. Yeah, and then goes and attacks, deals 30 points of damage to this Guardian. It is pretty damn wounded.
But not dead?
But not dead. Did you roll a 10 on the attack?
I did my 2d8 plus the 3 mods. Do I add anything else?
You also get your like elemental bonus damages.
Okay, so that would be 12 times 3, so 36.
36.
Now is he dead?
Super close.
Grenade.
Okay, yeah. We're not close enough, right? We're okay.
No, yeah, this one's far enough away.
Okay, so I will throw the grenade. Well, it's a 1.
It's a 1.
Plus a 2. So 3 points of damage.
Well, it is also elemental, so it does. You get to add that elemental damage to it, right?
Has this been happening the whole time?
Yeah, you
Have I
probably
had
miss
the
this all
whole
the time. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and then I have my plus 2. Okay. So 5 points of cryo damage. So is it dead?
It's dead. Yeah. Your grenade teleports to it. It explodes with the cryo, forms into ice. It gets frozen, right? And it's flying in the air, and then it falls, and then it shatters as it hits the ground.
Loot.
You start looking around for loot, but immediately you hear sounds coming.
Oh no.
2 more come from the left. 2 more come from the right. 2 more come from the front, like the entrance.
I think we need to get out of here, guys.
We're leaving.
We're leaving.
Yeah. We're getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Treaty's like, yeah,
Oh.
I agree.
Ooh, wait, Morgana, can you phase walk us all out? You need more of the Iridian cane.
If we had some drugs, I'm sure we can also book it close enough, and then I can phase walk us through the actual portal.
True. Is the portal still open?
It is not. It deactivated behind you.
Well, shit.
Okay, I think we all need to book it over there.
Yeah.
I was like, are we out of initiative enough to do that, or do we need to like movement square this?
Yeah, you know what? We'll say, let's flavor it, right? Like, or we could even badass move it type of thing.
Well, yeah, let's badass move it. I want to grab them, tell them, hey, grab hands, so we're all together, and then pull them all. I'm gonna run like I was on the track team to where we were, so I feel I could potentially do this close enough. And ideally, when we're all there, say, you know the drill, since you did this last time, and take their hands and try to phase walk us back on the other side of this.
Okay, so who's doing what? So you're going to phase walk. You're all running.
I'm leading the charge, and then my plan is to phase walk us through the other side.
So I would. Does it look like the other side? like how it looked like when we were on the other side, where it has like the arch and stuff?
Yeah, this one has like the fully formed arch. It looks like it's in good condition.
I don't think I need to phase lock it because I was only phase locking it to put all the pieces together. Correct.
But I think maybe the power is activating it. If it was like the three of us, I feel like it couldn't hurt to just have that power infused in there. And then with Treaty's time warp, being able to recreate that energy and go through.
So I could phase lock the
arch,
the gate, the arch. Yeah. I did my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part. I didn't do fucking shit. Dog in the background.
Yeah, literally.
I'm going to take out the crystal that I stole.
Ooh, yeah, okay.
Because if we're all infusing stuff, would that help with our powers? Would it make it stronger if I'm holding it?
I bet so, yeah.
It would probably be best for Morgana to have it because she's having to take 3 additional people through on just her normal powers alone.
Yeah, the drugs before gave the boost before. So maybe if we're all together and we're kind of like clamping onto it, then I can use that power. Or alternatively, the little rocks that were dropped earlier, I can take it, I can smash it with my insane melee, snort it on the ground here and see if that works.
Oh my God, please do that.
I can do that if we want to do that. If you want to keep your rock, I can try that.
But Phaleon, like you guys don't know that Phaleon has that.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, we were oblivious to that a little bit ago.
And I don't think Phaleon would share it.
Is she a loot goblin?
If that is what we feel is maybe lore accurate, then I think knowing that I needed the power to do that, if I had clocked the rocks on the ground, take it, smash it melee, do the same thing. Just do a line on the floor of the vault. Take their hands and tell them to use their powers. And I will, when the portal's open, get us through.
Yes.
I'm still infusing Pigeon, right? Like I still have one more turn of that.
Yeah.
I'm just going to have him fly around the guardians with his shock still going to kind of like injure them.
Distraction. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Roll your badass move. It's going to be a difficult one. Let's say there's a lot going on here. Let's say 45.
I got a 17 plus I add my badass rank. Okay, so plus 1 would be 18.
I also got a 17, so that would be 18.
I got a 5.
Is that after you add, like, what did you roll?
Okay, well, I rolled a 2.
Okay, so that counts as a 1, and then you get to add your 3, so 4, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't Treaty also get to roll?
I didn't include, she technically would, but I would have upped the difficulty for it.
Okay.
Even more than that.
Okay.
But yeah.
But wait, don't we need her powers?
You're right. I'll add another, well, I would have added like another 15 onto that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
We're at like 38 right now.
You're at 40. She rolled an 11. So you did not pass.
Ew.
So instead, what happens is that you guys are running over there. You do actually make it over there, which is great, you know, but when Aurora tries to give you the gems, she drops them because she's in such a hurry. And so like 2 of them go sliding off and 1 lands kind of close to you and you try and smash that one, but like you don't quite get it and you hurt yourself and you take 2 points of damage when you try and smash down on the rock and can't quite get it to smash. Pigeon tries to go around and shock the guardians, but doesn't quite do it right and ends up like hitting into a wall because it's made out of rock. Yeah, so he takes a little bit of damage. It was just quite a bit of a failure there. But you guys are you're close to the gate. At this point, I would say that those 6 guardians are moving in towards you pretty aggressively. They're like more than halfway to you, and you see like 2 or 3 more in each of those areas coming in. You can't even quite tell, you know, like behind everybody and with everything going on. So they're starting to swarm you.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way we're going to take them all on.
No, absolutely not.
We have to
find a way out.
We have to find a way. So that way out's a no-go, right? Complete no-go. We can't try again.
Potentially try a new way around it, but yeah.
Yeah.
Treaty's like, I mean, I think I can help get you guys out of here at least. So, you know, good luck, I guess. And hopefully I see you eventually.
What's
Wait,
happening?
what?
What
is going on?
No.
No, don't you sacrifice yourself.
I'm not gonna die. I'm not dying or anything. This isn't some big heroic moment like that. Like, eventually come back and get me, please.
Oh.
Okay, we'll come back. Are you sure? Are you positive?
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, it's gonna kind of suck, but I won't know any different. So, yeah, all right, see ya. And she moves forward in front of you all, and she grabs out a very similar crystal cluster of iridium, and she absorbs it. And then she uses her ability and creates this huge field of, like, it's kind of a grayish field. You can see through it, and it just spans out from her body out forward, gets the guardians, and it freezes them in place. But she is also within that field and frozen in place. So she has completely frozen time.
Okay. They're frozen. She's frozen indefinitely, I'm assuming, until we find a way to get her out of there.
We gotta leave and then come back for her, yeah.
But we need to leave. Yeah, we need to find a way out.
Yeah.
And we're not getting through the arch because we no longer have her ability to fast forward the arch to open the portal.
Unless it's the 3 sirens and Phalion's powers can assist that as well. But
Yeah. Is there a like circle on the ground in front of the arch?
There isn't. No.
what you did to Pigeon, do you think you can do to the wall, the portal thing, or?
I'm not really sure, but I could try.
Okay, yeah. I mean, if anyone has a better idea, I'm happy to hear it.
Yeah, got nothing to lose. I say let's try it.
Since we have the time, since everything's frozen, can I try to now re-crush the rocks at my feet?
Yeah.
I figure we need the power regardless, and that's all she's taken before. So there we go. So she'll try to find. Can she find all 3 that were dropped, or no?
I'm gonna roll something. Okay, that was a nat 20. So it was good for you guys.
Okay, I'm like, that's very good or very bad.
Good for you guys. All 3 of them, they had scattered, right? The one is pretty much right by you. You tried to crush it, but you couldn't quite. The other 2, like, one is just outside of the time warp field, so you still have access to it, and the other one is just like off in a direction, and you have access to it as well. So all 3 of them you can find and use.
While I examine that, I'll go grab them and give one to each of them.
And I take my rock, my shiny rock.
Yeah, can I try to absorb it if I'm holding it? Does it feel like I'm absorbing it or anything? Or do I have to, is that something that feels innate or not? Or just so she hasn't seen that before?
You haven't really seen it before, but it does feel kind of natural. Like you're holding it, and it feels like you could just easily use, when you use your ability, you can like add that into it.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, she'll hold on to it.
And I would say same thing for you.
I'll hold on to mine.
Phaleon knows she can do that.
Do we attempt to absorb the power, or we know we can do it? We did it. We absorbed the power.
I think when we use our powers, we can absorb the power.
Yeah. So we like hold it in our hand and then use our abilities. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think, so I phase locked all this stuff first. So I'll use my phase lock on the arch.
Yeah. Sure enough. Yeah. When you phase lock, the iridium in your hand disintegrates and you feel way more powerful, and you do phase lock the door. Now there's like the purple aura around it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I grab their hands with iridium in my hand and go into the phase bog.
So yeah, you do that. Of course, it disintegrates as well. You feel more powerful. You're able to bring both of them in. Everything's kind of a little less colorful in ways, right? Like it's just different. Everything looks different. And you can still see kind of that aura around the door, but it's not open. There's not the shimmer, so you can't walk through it yet. P.S. Pigeon is by your side. Like he didn't get frozen in the time field.
Okay, so I'm going to try and infuse the arch.
The iridium disintegrates, but instead you see your purple tattoos and you have the red cracks in there. They go like super red for a second and then completely disappear, and you like feel that energy inside you, but you weren't able to infuse it, and you don't necessarily, you feel more powerful kind of in a way. You feel a little different, but you weren't able to use that, and the door remains unopened at this point. Also with that, like when the red disappears, ever since you got shot, you've felt that void energy in you, and it feels felt unstable, and now it feels like under control.
I'm just like confused. If I couldn't do it with the rock, why would I be able to do it with?
So it seems like maybe that was what was causing you not to be able to infuse it, because you were not under control, under control of your powers.
I think you need more rock. Bigger rock?
Maybe. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm just going to pull out the cluster from my pocket and just be like, oh, I guess I found this a little while ago. Maybe I'll use it.
Oh, damn, that's lucky.
Yeah, it's really strange. I just have it.
Yeah, no questions,
Yeah,
Not a cop.
I'm good. No. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to try infusing one more time using the crystal.
You absorb that crystal, it disintegrates. You feel very powerful. That was a lot of it. And you're able to infuse the gate, the vault door. And sure enough, this purple blue shimmer comes over it.
I will phase walk us through it.
Bam. You guys go through.
Yay. Oh my gosh. Without treaty. So we have to figure out a way. So we just all need to go snort a bunch of Iridian cane, like as much as we can get, and then go back through and just literally obliterate, like explode all of the guardians.
Yeah.
See, that sounds like what we have to do.
You all feel pretty exhausted when you come through the other side. Your abilities drain, right? Like the iridium wears off, like you used all your energy on that. Phalion, you recognize the room as the room in Firehaven, that like cave where you saw the vault door. As soon as you guys like walk through, the vault door behind you crumbles down. Now it just looks like debris on the floor again.
So did we notice the like red crackling on her?
I doubt I would have been looking at it.
You had noticed it, like you had snuck up on her. You saw the siren tattoos, right? Like from the beginning of when you met her, she had that red crackling.
Right. We knew it wasn't normal.
Yeah. And so now that red is gone and it's just the pretty lavender tattoos.
Yeah. So I proceed nicely to ask her about what was going on with your tattoos. They were kind of odd and red, and as well as the purple before, but then when you used the first rock, that went away and you're fine now. Like your tattoos are normal. Like what was that? What was going on?
There was this red crystal that I had that started affecting my abilities, but I think it's better, more under control now.
So did you consuming the iridium, is it gone now, or do you think it'll be back? Do you feel like it's gone?
I think so.
Roll an insight.
A dirty, well, I guess not really 20. It's 21. I can do math.
A dirty 21.
Yeah, baby.
A dirty 21.
With that, you kind of think about it and you like search yourself, like you're sort of doing a little sensory of it. Like, well, it's like, do I feel off? I feel like a little different. You get this weird feeling like it's still kind of present, but that it's not out of control. And instead you feel like you could possibly like use it.
Maybe she can harness it now?
Yeah. So now you feel like maybe you can harness it rather than it hurt or hinder you.
That's dope.
So cool.
That sounds badass. That's awesome. That's good news, because the red was freaking me out.
Morgana, I think, has just like settled on the ground somewhere in the middle of this vault room thing, or whatever we're calling it, while they're having this conversation, because she's fucking tired.
I think we're all probably very tired.
Yeah.
After using that much power. So we all go back to the cartel tent and take a nap.
You all head back to Firehaven. Steady recognizes you, Phalion. Super excited to see you. He sets all of you up with your very own crappy shacks that you can sleep in. Phalion, you get a notification on your Echo Stone. It's a voice message. Hey, Phalion, it's Randy. The others said you weren't with them, but that you all need a way to get into some fancy party. One of my connections in New Albion might have a way in. You just need to win a little competition. I'll send you the deets. Good luck, and don't fuck it up. Thanks so much, badasses, for listening. It was so much fun. So let's do some frivolous facts here. A frivolous fact about Firehaven is that they are a pretty small group and pretty darn friendly for a cartel. They have the supply, they have the best materials, so they don't actually have to even be that like vicious about things, and people haven't really messed with them for whatever reason. It's not really like clear yet. But yeah, there's a little frivolous fact about Firehaven and Steady and his gang.
I'm SpeakingLion. I played Morgana, and a frivolous fact about Morgana is that her freshman year at Mega University, when she was up cramming for finals and had to have that like sugar high to stay awake, I think went through so many popsicles that she now cannot look at the side of them without vomiting.
Whoa.
It's pretty hardcore. Rough thing to burn out on her freshman year of college. But, you know, I definitely burned out on worse.
Was there a certain flavor, or was it just like...
The strawberry popsicles, man. Absolutely. But all of them will do the same thing. But those were the old reliable that just became absolute. It's like when you smell vodka and just have to leave a room kind of energy. Popsicles, mortal enemy.
My name is MystiqueSiren. I played Aurora, and a frivolous fact about myself about Aurora, I guess, would be that one day, Dog and I stayed at the Risky Tavern, and you know, it was all good. We bought a room, and Dog decided to tear up the whole entirety of my room, turned invisible when the people walked in because they heard the ruckus, and now I am banned from the Risky for all eternity.
Oh, was it a favorite place for you too?
Yeah.
Oh,
it was great. Like the bed was comfy, the mimosas were great.
Damn.
And Dog ruined it, and then just abandoned me outside. And was like, I didn't do it. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do anything. He chewed up one of the owner's shoes and pooped in it. It's
wild that a stalker sucks so bad still.
Yeah, he does.
Well, you had to vaccinate the stalkers.
Yeah.
Spay and neuter your stalkers, people.
I'm Kimberly. I played Phaleon, and a frivolous fact about Phaleon is she has no idea who Steady was, and it was a very awkward conversation with him because he was so excited, and she just had to play along.
Oh, rough.
Yeah.
I know how that goes. Well, perfect. Well, thank you all so much for playing. Thank you, MystiqueSiren, SpeakingLion. Do you want to plug your socials and your stream, your channel, all that stuff?
So I'm MystiqueSiren everywhere. It's just how it sounds. MystiqueSiren. MystiqueSiren everywhere. I was lucky enough to get it everywhere. Like it's the same. So easy to find me. I'm on Twitter. I'm on all the Twitch. I mainly stream on Twitch. I stream Mondays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays when I am not having immunosuppressant episodes. So like my friend SpeakingLion here. So, but yeah, no, we have a good time. We raise money for charity occasionally throughout the year. We play a lot of Borderlands, just a lot of looter shooters. It's a super fun time. So hope to see some of you guys there.
You can find me at SpeakingLion at Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, SpeakingLions with an S on Twitter because some old dude named Clive has parked the handle since 2009 for SpeakingLion, and I'm forever bitter about it. Yeah, other than that, a lot of video game cosplays. I cosplay Handsome Jack and other Borderlands characters. A lot of those are on TikTok and Instagram as well. Also podcasts that Riley joined on, DLC Required. All those links are just somewhere in Twitch, somewhere in all the socials. You can find them. A lot of Borderlands, a lot of ranting, a lot of D&D bullshitting, all the good things.
Yeah, and I started following both of them. Like SpeakingLion, I had been following, and then MystiqueSiren I'd seen a bit of. I can't remember if I was following you or if it was when I heard you on DLC Required, and then I was like, oh shit, I need to follow her too. Your 2 episode is like my favorite episode because you guys are just so knowledgeable.
We need to do another.
Well, I definitely am the video game lore king, I call myself, but it was great. Your episode was like this too, but just having so much having the people you're able to deep dive in Lauren and have that really nerdy conversation, nothing hits quite like it. So yeah, both of yours are two of my favorite episodes for that reason.
Well, thank you. It was fun.
Very fun.
I know some of our listeners messaged me and were like, holy cow, I thought I knew a lot about lore.
Oh, I was holding back, baby. It's a problem.
I know, yeah. That's what I was like. I was like, okay, yeah, I know a lot, and it was really fun to be able to deep dive into, but like the two of you know like way more. And even prepping for this episode, we were like kind of talking back and forth on Discord, and you guys reminded me of certain siren lore and things, and I was like, oh my gosh, that simplifies. Like, I was going for something like that, but I couldn't remember the lore or couldn't connect that lore, and you told me that, and I was like, that's it, there we go, the tie, thank you, you know, like, check. But it's like, it's one of those things, once somebody says it, you're just like, yeah, oh yeah, I remember that now. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot that. You both are amazing. I'll put all those links in our episode description so you can find their Twitch channel, the social medias, the other podcasts, and whatever else. So that'll be in the episode description. You just go there and go quick to it. So thank you again. You both are absolute badasses.
Thanks for having us. It was so much fun. Absolutely. Yes. I love it.
Thank you. I did. This was my favorite one I've ever done. It's the only one I've ever done.
I was gonna say, yeah, first time, good.
First time. Oh no, yeah, it was really fun. My boyfriend like walked in and he was like, has it been good? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, it's been a while. Yeah. Like it's been a long one.
Yeah. Tends to happen.
The Guardians to fight, man.
That's what I told him. I was like, we're fighting Guardians.
This was a lot of fun. You can find links to MystiqueSiren and SpeakingLion's content in the episode description. They're awesome streamers, fun on the social medias, and rad people. So thanks again for joining us. Hopefully we have you back again in the not too distant future. We have 3 new Ultimate Badasses over on our Patreon since the last episode. So welcome Nick, who plays Deimos, Matt, who you'll actually get to hear in the next episode, and Jeff, who is the GM of one of my favorite actual play podcasts, Big Campaign Stories. You should definitely go check that out. Thank you so much for joining, and to all of our Ultimate Badasses for your support of the show. It means so much to us. If you're not an Ultimate Badass on our Patreon, you can find the link in the episode description. You'll get access to exclusive episodes like Granny Flexington's Badass Farm for Badasses, which Jeff is actually in. Really fun, really spicy, hot episode. And Honey Heist, which is run by the lead designer of B&B, Ian Moss, as his character, Drake Wilson. That's been a blast to play. We also have other benefits, like a short story with the Britstones written by Phil, who plays Tarquin. He wasn't in this episode, but he's amazing. Everybody loves Tarquin. As well as other fun things like what you'll hear in next episode. Tease, tease, tease. If you haven't gotten me what I asked for on there, then, get it to me or contact me and let me know any questions you have, Ultimate Badasses. And then if you want to join, there's also kind of a free level. And even at that free level, this thing that I'm teasing is kind of available as long as there's time. But if it's not, then it'll still get used in the future. Tease, tease, tease. So ambiguous, huh? Next episode is episode 69. Nice. And it's a long, special one to celebrate it. Unfortunately, though, for the first time in all of my 4+ years of recording podcasts, I've lost some audio. My computer wigged out on me. It wasn't Zencaster's fault. My computer was having all sorts of issues that week. And I thought, well, Zencaster is so great. It always gets things. And it did fairly well until a certain point. Like I lost, I think, over an hour. It was like an hour 20, hour and a half-ish of my audio. But rather than redo the episode, I'm just going to try and re-record my part since that's the only part that's missing. But that will definitely mean a delay again. I was finally caught up and starting to actually get ahead on editing. So of course something like this happened. So plan on 3 to 4 weeks from now. It might even be 5. Hopefully not. I don't know. We'll see. I'm obviously devastated about this. But it is what it is, and the show will go on. But either way, it'll be worth the wait. I promise. If you do enjoy the show, please leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Good Pods, and bathroom stalls in public restrooms. Spotify even added a way to comment on specific episodes. So if you do that, then we'll reply on there. Maybe I'll even read it on air like this. Quick Names Are Us wrote a funny reaction to the last episode when Dog, Aurora's stalker, came on. I'll read it right now. They said, I have a stalker. Panic. Not that kind of stalker. Calm. It's a spike-throwing invisible dragon. Panic. I love it, and I'm not sure which kind of stalker is worse. So if you're listening on Spotify, you can leave comments now, which is really cool, and we can interact on there. Of course, you can join our Discord as well, and we can interact there. Social medias at FF Adventure Co. You can find links to the Discord and social medias and all that in the episode description. So that's it. That's all I got. Remember, badasses, the time is always right to do what is badass.
Vault Hunter, I'll watch your back if you watch mine, Vault Hunter. Those bandits better run and hide. You got your 20-sided die. You got a sparkle in your eye. You got your guns. Let's get some.
And ask what happened to the little guy.
That's a great question. What did happen?
I'm sorry, I'm trying to volley. I don't mean to keep giving you distractions.
We recorded what happened so long ago.
Boop.
Oh no.
Excuse me?
What was it a statue of?
And a
The Iridian.
What is that?
The big
the
big tall
Guardians of the
thing.
Vault. And you remember
Yeah.
TPS, then pre-sequel, the big alien looking dudes that were really long that were protecting the vault. Yeah.
That the staffs.
Yeah.
Yeah. They would do flips and shit.
Those guys are hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do suck. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna Aurora pulls out her Aurora pours that I can't even talk. Oh my god. Oh shit. Okay. Aurora pours it. See, I can't even talk. I don't even know.
Would I know?
Yeah, I mean, you were shot with the Void Crystal, gets rid of magic.
I remember getting shot.
Yeah, you got shot with the Void Crystal, which brought everybody out of your little, mind fuck. And then you were in the hospital for a little while, in and out, but then you still had dust in your blood. And so then remember how you had to roll D20s when you used your abilities, and it would kind of be wonky sometimes.
I don't know where this void crystal came from.
It's okay. You'll know in the morning. I promise you.
I don't think I will.
Oh,
This has not been a thing for a long time.